Welcome back. I hope you're ready to continue your journey learning about TCKs. There's some incredible benefits to being a TCK. We'll talk more about the challenges in the next video. But it's important to say that most of the benefits actually come as a direct result of the challenges. And the reason for that is, as TCKs face these unique challenges, they develop unique abilities and muscles, so to speak. And the benefits that they have come directly from the challenges that they face. And that's why their benefits can be really unique, because the challenges they face are really unique. So where does the term third culture kid come from? Well, you can think of it kind of as three concentric circles that are overlapping. The first circle is your parents' home culture. Sometimes that's more than one, but let's just say that both parents are from Texas. So my son, he was born in Texas, but he was raised in the early years in Guatemala and Honduras. And so while he was American, on the inside he was actually more Latin American than many would realize. And in Honduras and Guatemala, they didn't see him as Honduran. He spoke Spanish, he knew the culture. He had friends who were Honduran and Guatemalan and interacted with them on a daily basis. But to them, he was a gringo. He was American. He wasn't from there. So he's American, but he's not American. He's Honduran, but he's not Honduran. And there's always international expats that are in foreign countries, and you tend to interact with them, especially because when you're not from that country, you can very well relate to others who are not and are experiencing a lot of the same culture shock. And so my son had plenty of expats in his life. But again, he's not an expat. Expats are born in their home country and move as an adult to another country. TCKs, on the other hand, moved to a foreign nation as a child. So Makai was American by passport, but not on the inside. He was Honduran, but not by passport. And he interacted with people from Egypt and China and Germany and tons of countries from all over the world, but he wasn't an expat either. So TCKs, while they have these three different circles that overlap in most of their lives, they don't actually fit in any single one of those three circles. And so home to them is not normally a place, but people who can understand them, because that's where they most feel at home. And that can be a pretty rare thing unless you're around other TCKs. TCKs are especially gifted at working outside the box. If you put them in a situation where they need to come up with unique solutions, they excel. They also thoroughly excel at situations that are multicultural. Multicultural in any way, whether they're just working with a different nationality or culture, whether they're having to help two cultures interact with each other and learn how to work together well. They're also very gifted in diplomacy and mediation. In fact, they've been called the citizens of the future, in that our world is growing smaller and cultures are interacting on a daily basis now consistently. TCKs are really creative. Some of my favorite authors are TCKs. They think outside the box, they come up with creative ways of explaining things and showing the world to other people. Another benefit is education. They tend to actually have a higher level of education than the general populace on average. So, what are some of the benefits of being a TCK? Well, you get to travel. There's lots of adventure. You get to taste new foods and see new sights, hear new sounds, and experience all kinds of things that most people don't get to. And as I said before, the challenges create a very special and unique strength within you and skill set and gift set that most other people don't have. Being able to see that there's not just one way to do something, but there's lots of good and, you could say, right ways of doing something. Being able to understand in the Christian context that just because culture says something is right doesn't mean that it's actually right or that it even aligns with the kingdom of God or what the Bible has to say. All of these unique life experiences and the challenges that they face along the way build resilience into them, and they're prepared to really tackle most things that life sends their way. So we've talked a little bit about the benefits of being a TCK. In our next video, we'll cover what the challenges are in more detail.